Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Tombstone284 here with another Star Trek Official Starship Collections review. Issue number 20, the Jem'Hadar Battle Cruiser, or as they say, Attack Cruiser. It was launched in the 24th century. It's 481 meters long, has a max speed of warp 9.6. And it was created by the Klingon Defense Force. It's a Vorsha class, constructed at Kronos Orbital Factory Base, launched 2360s, length 481.32 meters, decks 26, crew of 1900, and of course top speed of warp 9.6. Weaponry is disruptor cannons and photon torpedoes. Here's a big picture of it. And then here's one from the Next Generation days. Because if you go and you look, you see here, right here, it's a two-part picture where you can see both Picard and the Chancellor before Galilon and Martok. And then here's a small picture, if you can see it, of one of them when they were attacking the Defiant, which was captained by Benjamin Sisko. And of course it shows what appears to be a tractor beam on another picture. And then a big view of the ship specs and everything like that. And then, it shows a picture here of what Klingons look like during the original series. And then also what they look like how Worf looks like, how they ended up looking after. Which, as we now know, takes place, the reason they look the way they do in the original series is because of when they were trying to work with augments during Enterprise era, and Dr. Phlox created a cure, but it caused them to lose their cranial ridges. And then here's the Duras sisters, the ones that ultimately caused the Enterprise D to be destroyed. And then of course Galilon himself on board the Enterprise D, and then Duras. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same guy that played Duras in Next Generation, also played him in Enterprise. But don't quote me as being right on that. And then of course you have a picture with a Klingon using a batleth, and then of course Kahless. And then you have the page where it talks about designing the Vorsha class and the concept art. And what it ultimately shows up as what we know today, and then has kind of like a Klingon Katinga class style at first, and kind of like a Cardassian maybe for one part. And then it talks about it being on screen and everything like that. So let's go ahead and look at the ship itself now. Go ahead and get it out of the box. Or packaging, whichever you want to say. Okay, now just to let you know, when I got it, one of the warp nacelles, I believe it was this one here that I'm touching right now, came off. It was loose, but just a little dab of super glue, and it was fine again. Actually, I can see now it was this one here. But anyhow, let's get to the review. And as you can see, it has the Klingon symbol on it. It has Klingon writing. And the symbols are reversed from the bottom and the top. As you can see, it kind of looks like it's made to look that way, but kind of look like it's kind of dirty. But it's just part of the painting because it's all around it. Then kind of made to look like it's sorry about that. That was my phone. Kind of made to look like it's been battle tested, and that makes it look more eccentric, I think. And the warp nacelles are made of the usual PVC, as with the very front part. No, the very front part here is actually die-cast. Most of the ship is die-cast. But like I said, the warp nacelles are the PVC, the usual stuff they use for warp nacelles and stuff. This part here is PVC, as well as this. And then they added for the impulse engines, that's PVC. But for the most part, 99% of this, as you can hear, is die-cast and everything. It's got some good detail as far as Aztecing goes. And if I'm not mistaken, quote me if I'm wrong, let me know. The Vorsha class was the ship that was used by Gowron during the Dominion War, before he was killed by Worf. When Gowron suggested they attack Cypridian. So, just a moment. Sorry about that. I thought somebody was hearing. So we'll go ahead and get to the stand real quick. And it says Vorsha Attack Cruiser. It tells you just like all the other ones normally do and everything like that. And then your stand goes on like so. And then you take this. I've never done it, but I'm pretty sure that it goes in. Yes. I'm just trying to do this so that I don't break it. Okay, it goes into the rear, as you see, right underneath the top part here, and then underneath the underneath there, as you see. And it's pretty nice and snug in there, unlike some of the versions they have. But that sometimes that happens, and you get good ones like that, and everything. So there you have it, the Klingon Warship class battlecruiser. And in my opinion, just like other ones, it's definitely worth it. This is Tombstone 284, beaming out.